A sudden stir has been created in the technical and strategic corridors of India, a decision that can not only shake the foundations of the digital world, but also change the equations of global powers. For decades, the path of our searches on the internet has been through Google. Our photos, messages, and ideas have been trapped on the servers of platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp. All these servers, all these data centers, and all these command centers have been operated from the land of America, thousands of kilometers away. But now it seems that India has decided to break the invisible chains of this digital empire. According to sources, India is working on a project that will not just be an alternative, but a completely indigenous digital ecosystem, where everything from search engines to messaging apps, from social media to data clouds, will be under Indian control. The question arises whether this is merely a fight for technological independence or the initial blow of a covert digital war. Because American companies, which have not only technology but also the data of billions of people, will not give up their global dominance so easily. At the international level, this decision may be linked to geopolitical pressure, economic tug of war, and cybersecurity threats. And perhaps this is the reason why every piece of information about this project is currently being kept confidential. But one thing is for sure. If India takes this step with full force, the map of the internet will change, and the digital world, which was until now considered to be controlled by American hands, will see a new center of power. The real question is whether this change will be peaceful or whether the coming time will witness a digital Cold War. After the US imposed a tariff of up to 50% on India, such a stir was created in the global trade equation that for the first time, anxiety was clearly visible on the faces of Washington's think tanks. The White House thought that this pressure would force India to bow down. But something else was brewing in the streets of Delhi. From the Prime Minister's office to the South Block, meetings were held day and night in closed rooms, where the files were writing not just policies, but the script of a new economic and geostrategic game. Suddenly, India made a quick start to distance itself from the dollar-centric trade system. The use of local currencies and alternative payment channels for the purchase of oil, gas, defense equipment, and technology was increased. India made secret agreements with Russia, Brazil, South Africa, and even some European countries, in which the US dollar was completely bypassed. This move was no less than a direct attack on the US, as the real backbone of its power, the global dominance of the dollar, had begun to weaken gradually. A slight panic on the faces of investors on Wall Street and a sudden heated debate on India's policy in the American media were signs that Delhi had hit the target precisely. Meanwhile, the movement of containers in Indian ports accelerated, but the goods of American companies became very low. Instead, new trade routes with Asian and African partners became active. For American think tanks, this was like a nightmare. A country that they had considered to be in their strategic sphere for decades was now putting pressure by putting a finger on their economic nerve. And most interestingly, India had not yet revealed all its cards, because the real move that would completely break the backbone of America was still locked in a secret vault. But wait, the news that is coming out right now has shocked the whole world. Until now, America, or rather the world, was ruling the digital world regarding social media. But now, India has decided to break the rule of that digital world as well. In fact, all the big companies, including search engine Google and social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp, are handled from America, where almost 99% of the citizens of India use them from the time they wake up till night. And through these platforms, the biggest benefit goes to America. But now India has decided to take a big decision on these as well. The news that is coming out right now has shocked the whole world. India has finally worked to break the 70-year-old monopoly of America in India. And this news becomes even more important when this decision taken by India is not only for American e-commerce platform companies, but also for all the big platforms like Google's search engine to social media platforms. India is now going to implement it. In fact, India has launched its indigenous Google. And as soon as it is launched, discussions have started all over the world. And why not? Where Google saves its data server in America, India's indigenous Google, which India has prepared itself, is going to save this data server inside the concerned country itself. And all this is going to start in India very soon. This means that these platforms are going to be dismissed from India soon. And by doing so, India is going to give a direct blow of several $billions to America. What is the full news at the moment? What is the full update coming out? And how has India suddenly decided to Google? And this Google, which is going to be India's indigenous Google, how will it work? And what is its actual name? We will also know in this video. At the same time, we will also tell you how it is going to badly defeat the American giant Google by being equipped with AI. So we will understand in this video. Stay on the channel, like the video, And if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, then subscribe to the channel and also press the bell icon so that the related news updates reach you first. Friends, Google has been ruling the digital empire in the world for decades. But today, India has taken that edge, after which the empire of all these will soon shrink from India. Yes, we are talking about India's own indigenous Google Comet. And with this, Google's crown has been hit hard. This will not be just a search engine, but it is that atomic weapon of India's technology revolution, after whose launch 100 countries have broken the record of downloads in 24 hours. It is being said that discussions have started on this from Silicon Valley of America to all places. There has been a stir. News anchors are discussing this. There is talk of it on social media platforms all over the world. It is being said that with its arrival, a big impact is going to be felt on Google. The most dangerous power of Comet is your data in India and under the control of India. That is, neither any spying nor any censorship. And the biggest thing is that it is going to be in every language. That is, more than 23 languages of India will be used in it. And in these languages, you will now search in your language. Through the internet, you will also get the answer in your own local language in this Comet. That is, India itself is now preparing to fulfill the biggest need for the people. The slavery of America is going to end. All this is going to end very soon. India has reached the verge of becoming the sole power of the whole world. In fact, what makes it most special, we will understand that too. In this case, let me tell you that Comet is going to be the world's first or such a server equipped with technology, which is going to be completely Indian. And this is going to happen for the first time that if we talk about the giants in the world, then after America's Google, this will become the second largest downloaded platform because India will launch it in about 32 countries. That is, India will initially launch this Comet in 32 countries. And after that, its server will be gradually expanded to other countries as well. You will be surprised to know that India is not the only country to do this. Yes, even before this, China has done so. China has stopped Google from America to its YouTube and all kinds of platforms here. China has given a clear reason behind doing this. China believes that America monitors the people of their country through this data and these servers. He keeps a check on their reach and their demands and what things they like. He keeps his control on all this, and their data is saved in America, due to which China had banned it first. However, let me tell you, from Alibaba to all kinds of apps are being run in China. Here, China's own Google is already present. There, China only uses its Google servers, which means no American server is used. But what is the reason behind India taking such a big decision now? We will also understand that. In fact, the continuous decisions being taken by America against India are somewhere forcing India to be alert. The tariff imposed by America on India clearly shows that if America does the same thing to its service providers, then their services will become very expensive in India. Not only will they be expensive, but they will force India's sudden situations to crumble. Because from the common citizens of India to the special citizens, they use WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, as well as Google and all kinds of platforms in their daily life. When we have to search for something, we directly put it on Google and gather information about that thing. We tell Google everything about our likes and dislikes. What does Google do? It shares the same data server with YouTube, as well as with all kinds of other platforms, which is the biggest identity of the data servers of the people of India. And here it can be said that from Twitter to our Instagram and these different platforms, including WhatsApp, all things are also used. That is, the data of the people of India reaches them frequently, and the likes and dislikes of the people of India are better understood by everyone. And all this data is saved in America. But just imagine, if one day America says that we will charge you money for saving this data server and for this data of the people, then what will India do suddenly? Because if money starts being charged for these services, then what will India do? In this situation, India does not have any such option which India can apply. And regarding this, India has now started strengthening its hands and feet, due to which India has taken the first and biggest step by launching Comet. The special thing about Comet is that it is going to be AI-based. That is, your data server here inside Comet will not be able to be seen by the employees of Comet here. That is, your data is completely secure. It will not be shared with anyone except you and Comet or the system. The biggest thing is that based on your interest, for example, if you ever did some research and based on your interest, by using it, Comet will also bring such things in front of you in the future. And the biggest thing is that all this data will be saved inside India. And along with being saved, only authorized people will be able to use this data inside India. And if you want that no one should be able to see your data server, no one should be able to understand what you are searching for, then this will also be possible with Comet. But at the same time, it is also being said that it will be launched in more than 23 languages inside India. That is, you will now be able to download Comet in your language. And along with downloading, this Comet will work as a search engine in a better way. The biggest thing is that being equipped with AI, it will be able to integrate with all kinds of apps. Integrating means that it will be able to connect with those apps so that as soon as you search for that thing on Google and it is related to the app, it will take you to the platform of that app for which you are trying to gather information. This is not going to be less than any magic. Well, India has made it clear that it's going to launch it in more than 32 countries of the world. And in the 32 countries of the world, Australia to Indonesia, as well as Arab countries and African countries, will be included in the initial stage, and India will gradually expand it completely. It is being said that India is also preparing to bring an alternative to social media platforms all over the world. That is, soon you will get an alternative to Twitter, Instagram, including WhatsApp and all these, which have so far established their dominance all over the world. Now, you must be thinking that if India is going to do something like this, then what will be the benefit for India? In fact, India will benefit so much from this that no country's economy is going to be. We are saying this because the number of users in India is the highest in the world. If you talk about Google to Instagram, as well as Twitter and WhatsApp, then the maximum number of users in all of them are present inside India. And the number of these users is so high that if India closes it for a day, America will suffer a loss of several $billions. And this clearly means that if India develops its own indigenous, then it will directly stay inside India at the rate of several $billions per day. Right now, this is directly handed over to America. That is directly. This can be seen as India's next strike. This will be the strike that is now going to happen on the social media platform of America after America's e-commerce platforms. And this strike of India is also very necessary. And this is also the biggest task for India. We are a country with a multi-billion-dollar economy and the country with the largest population in the world. If we are not able to develop a platform, a social media platform of our own, which can at least work for India, if not for the whole world. If we are not able to do that either, then what is the use of having so many people and so much engineering technology so that we can reduce our dependency on other countries? India has already launched its Navik navigation system. You saw how until now we were dependent on global, but now we can also work on the basis of Navik. However, this has been very useful for the army and different people so far, but now it will also be open for the common citizens of India soon. That is, Navik can be used. And along with the use of this Navik, we are also going to start using our Comet indigenous Google soon. India has made it clear that its updated versions will be seen very soon in a very short time. And here the search engine will work in such a way that it will show audio, video, and as well as image visuals all at once. That is, until now you had to select, now you do not have to select anymore. That is, it has been designed on the basis of the needs of the people of India. Because among the people of India, there are many people who do not know much about these platforms, but it will become even easier for them. Based on your understanding, it will make it even easier. What you want to search, what you want, it will understand your need in your language itself and can also give you the answer by reading it. That is, if you give it a command in audio, then it will also reply to your command in audio form. That is, if you have to search for something in your language, then you say it by speaking in your language, and you will also get its answer in your language. Friends, what is your opinion? Do tell in the comment box. And also, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Your one subscription helps us a lot.